Hello, good morning all. This is Ashma Sheikh, and today we are going to see the concept of OOPS, which is very important concept in Java. So basically in OOPS there are only three concepts. One is encapsulation, another one is abstraction, and another one is polymorphism. And plus, finally we are having a inheritance also. So in beginning, why I say there are only three concepts. Here we are having abstraction, which is actually not in your OOPS concept. Here the encapsulation and polymorphism inheritance is basically as per your knowledge based. Abstraction is also introduced over here, but abstraction and encapsulation is same here. So that's why I mentioned there is only three modules you are having. And here in encapsulation, so which is used to hide data from other users. And if you're talking about abstraction, your encapsulation is basically provides abstraction. Okay, and fine. So and if you're talking about polymorphism, it's actually the keyword is many forms, or else you can say it's one name and many forms. And inheritance is actually deriving the behavior of another class. Okay, so this four concept we are going to see today clearly over here. Okay, and let us coming to the point of in Java. So why this modules are very important? Because this each and everything is actually object concept. That's why these are the OOPS is a object oriented programming language. Object oriented, what do you mean by that? Object oriented, it is actually everything is related to object. Okay, and yeah, and after that encapsulation, and I'm an object, and my pen is an object. Okay, and then every object is a blueprint of a class, or a class is a blueprint of a particular object. Okay, so each and every object is basically derived from the other related object or the blueprint. For example, let us take an example. I want to create a pen. So first I have to take the model of the pen, and after that I can put additional features over there. So that is nothing but that object oriented. That means based on one object I was creating the another object. Only one model I am having. In that, based on that model I was creating a new objects over here. So here if you're talking about the model is nothing but the class which I was creating. Model is actually class in Java. So one class I was created, based on that class I was making a different objects over here. So let us see it practically after some time, and let us first understand the theoretical part over here. So model is actually a class, and this class is nothing but the blueprint of an object. Class is blueprint of object. Is everyone clear up to this? Yes, I'm able to see your chat window. Chachin, Priyanka, yes, Geeta. Okay, okay. So yeah, fine. Thank you. So everyone understand the concept till now. Fine. So let us move further. So first, let us coming to the point of abstraction. Actually, abstraction, as I mentioned, abstraction and encapsulation is both are same, but depends upon the behaviors we are implementing in the different way in Java. Okay, so how I can implement encapsulation? Encapsulation, how I can implement? Okay, with the help of your private members. Okay, so first let us consider with a real world example over here. Here encapsulation is used to hide data, as I mentioned. Hide data is what, let us consider as you have some privacy details. Okay, so like your account number, your any other card numbers, everything. So you are not supposed to say everything to every user. Okay, here somewhere account number is given to the your office where you are working, so where you are simply giving the detail over there. But after that, somewhere I was hiding the detail, not everywhere I was providing the detail. So it's like that somewhere I was providing. So that's why I mentioned abstraction encapsulations come uh, on the both of them are coming together actually. Okay, so not all the cases I was hiding the detail, but actually I was hiding in this case. What I was hiding means hiding everything. Okay, so let us consider one. I'm going to buy mobiles in the shop. Okay, so in the mobile, all the features I was only asking about the picture quality, and I asking about that music quality, sound quality. That's it. So the shopkeeper is basically giving you the mobile which have these features perfectly, but he is hiding the problem of that particular mobile. So maybe it has some battery backup is not there somewhere, like that this battery backup and some other features which he is hiding, that is nothing but the encapsulation. The one object is basically hiding the details of other details. And abstraction in this, what are the detail which he is providing to you based on your requirement, which is nothing but the abstraction. Okay, so is everyone clear with this concept? Okay, so yeah, thank you. So let us consider about that encapsulation and abstraction, basically how I can implement encapsulation and abstraction. Okay, so first point, let us consider encapsulation is hide data and the encapsulation is binding data. Okay, so encapsulation means bind data. Okay, so bind data means binding data of the other user. And after that, bind data and hide data, so both are like same only. And some more thing we are having, like as I mentioned, class, the class structure or the class members which you are having is actually your encapsulation concept. Class which contains the members which is visible to that, which is visible to that particular class only. Class only, unless until we are not creating an object, unless until we are not creating an object. So before starting with this, let us consider one class, and in this class we are going to create a class of it. We are going to create one demo. So I am going to create one class which is named as a student class. So how to declare a class? So keyword class we are having. The name of the class I will mention is student, and here we are going that. So everyone know how to open a NetBeans? Okay, so I'm repeating that concept. It's go to start, and here also you are getting the NetBeans concept, or else in all programs you can go to the NetBeans. Here I was having a two versions. So currently which version is going on? It's 8.0.2. So I'm using that 8. Okay, and for this you need a JDK 8 over here. Okay, first you have to install the JDK 8 and you have to install the NetBeans. Okay, and after that, once you install that, the concept your NetBeans is get open. From here, go to all programs in NetBeans, you can click that. The shortcut key is also given over here, so you can click that shortcut to open the NetBeans also. Okay, and now so let us come back to the our example. So in this example, what I was going to show you, so what I mentioned in that, in encapsulation means it's having a binding data and hiding data. The example which I mentioned is your class. The class is the members are actually encapsulated. Okay, so how to do that? So how to implement encapsulation in Java? So using private modifier. How to implement that? So using private modifier, I am implementing using private modifier. We implement encapsulation. Okay, so yeah, so anyone have doubts on this case? Okay, so anyway, we will see about modifier brief detailing. So first I will explain you about what is private. Private is only give accessible to the class where it is get declared. Okay, so can you please note it down this point? So private is only providing a the access only to the class where it is declared. Okay, so here I was going to declare my member, which is student ID, and I have a name. Okay, so but I don't want to provide it to the user. This detail I don't want to give it to the user directly. So in this case, what I mentioned it as I declare it as private. I made my member variable as private. So now what it is happening? Now basically your members are private to that. It only available inside this particular student class only. Fine. So this is what the point. And here the student ID, student name is basically your private members, which is not accessible outside the class. Okay, fine. So this is a simple structure of here I have a void display method. This is the method how we can declare the return type and the name of the method. Here we are actually typing a, if you write yes out and tab, this is system.out.println. So what is system over here? System is the class of your java.lang package, which comes under java.lang package. So if you want to see, so it's, you can write down import java.lang dot, you can see here the system is given here. This one, this actually we are not declaring it, but still it is providing, because it's a default package, whether it is declared automatically, it is imported automatically. Okay, so if I, you can see, if I declare it also, what it is saying here, import java, import from java.lang.package, it is showing that. So no need to import this, but your system classes comes under java.lang. And this out is basically now you can see this out is coming from where, it's a print stream object. It's a static class, which is the print stream object, which is declared as null. This is a class find, which is comes under the final system. It's one of the print stream object we are creating. We are n numbers of object we are creating. In this, one of the object is your out. Okay, so that concept we are using. And the println, which is the method of your print stream. Okay, so you can see here, this is system class. System class, there is an object is created of the print stream class. In this print stream class, it has, because out object is created to access the member of a print stream. So println is one of the method which is actually synchronized, and then current new line if you want to get. So in this case, we are having a println method over here. Okay, so in this way we are displaying here. Here I was simply going to display the ID and name of the student. Okay, so here you can see student name is, I was declaring, it's a syntax literal I was typing to print in the output screen. Okay, so and after that we are going to display the name of the student. So how to display the name of the student? It's student name is, and my variable, which is your, I hope it's name. Okay, it's not name, it's student name. Okay, and here, I'm sorry, here it's supposed to be a student ID. Fine. So okay, so now this class is basically a uh, actually implemented a encapsulator, because these details are hidden, but these details are displayed based on one of the method. But this method to be, how I can, so here you have to raise one question. Okay, so here the private is actually, the members are private, the how I can access outside the class. So still I can access with the help of a public method. So what I have to do, so the way you are declaring the method, so just make it as public. Now it is possible for you to access this private member outside the class through this public method. Okay, but unless until you are not making it as public, so you are not able to access outside the class. If still you create an object of the class, then also it is not possible. So let us see that demo here. So what is the class name here? It's student. So I am creating an object of the student. So student is a class name, stu1 is the object name, and here there is a one new keyword we are using. This new keyword is used to instantiate my class actually. Okay, so why I need to instantiate my class? Because if I instantiate my class, then only the object of my members are get allocated. Instantiate. Okay, so what we did here, we are declaring an object. It's like declare object, and instantiating the object. Okay, declare object and instantiating class. Okay, So once I was instantiating class, actually what is happening, the memory of members is allocated, memory of a members is allocated. Okay, so how it is get allocated? Here we are writing another time the student, the name of the class we are declaring, but here we are opening and closing the bracket. So why we are open and the close the bracket? Whether you can see here the class where once you are declaring, we are not giving any bracket over here. Only whenever you are declaring a method, we are giving the open and close bracket, which is actually the some memory is allocated for the members. Okay, but here why we are giving the bracket? While declaring we are not giving, but while instantiating why we are giving? Here this part is basically your what part? This is your constructor. Okay, so what part it is? It's a constructor. Okay guys, so till now you understand from up to this point? Okay. Okay, Pawan, thank you. So here in this part, the student constructor. So constructor, what is the use of constructor? Constructor is used to do. Here we are talking about instantiating class. So in the instantiating class, basically what is happening? Its memory is allocated for the members. Okay. Okay. So constructor is used to allocate the memory, or you can say construct the memory. So, or you can say construct the memory of class. Okay, so this point we have to remember. That means while you are writing new, so inside new what we are actually doing, so here we are creating a constructor of the class, and that constructor is basically allocating the memory of the members. But for not all the memory it is allocating, it is allocating a memory of accessed variables or accessed method only. So now you can see through this object I can access a member of this class. But if I click dot, so only the display method is accessed. Okay, as I mentioned, through public method you can only access the members. Okay, so through display method I can able to print the ID and name of my student over here. Clear? Okay, yeah, fine. So but you can see I'm not able to give the detail of my student ID and student name like this. Only it will provide only the display method. So why it is giving access? Because it's in the same package. Here there is how many classes we are creating? Only one class. In this one class there is a main class here, and the new class which I was created is a student. It will provide access because both are in the same package. Okay, but if my student is in the different package, so it will not provide access outside that. Okay, even my method is not also able to access. Okay, so let me do that concept. Okay, so just right click on your package, new Java class. So here we are writing the name of the name of the class and your file name must be same. Okay, so here we are doing that. Now let us access the display method. Now you can see student.display I was accessing because again it's both are in the same package, so it was declaring. How to run this file? Either right click over here and run file. Okay, what is that value is given? 0 and null. What is 0 and null? Okay, so 0 and null is nothing but the default value of your member variable. Your member variable is nothing but the member instance variable. Okay, and this instance variable have a default value. If it is an integer, it has a 0. If it is a string, it has a null. So that's why it is printing a default value over here. Okay, so if you're talking about the local variable must be initialized. What it is local variable? Local variable is nothing but the variable which is declared inside a method. For example, here I was giving some variable, so like this. Okay, so and this variable is nothing but my local variable. Okay, I hope everyone is able to understand till now. Okay. Okay, so I will explain you about the local variable. Yes, so local variable is nothing but the nothing but the variable which is declared inside a method or any block if you are declaring. Okay, and this variable must be initialized before using. Now you can see salary is a local variable, so I can print the salary over here. Okay, so salary is I was printing plus I was writing salary. Okay, salary. And now you can, it is asking you to doing what? Variable salary might not have been initialized. In this case, the local variable must be initialized. Okay, so to initialize a local variable, either you can get the value from the user, or you can declare it over here. So here I was giving the value over here, student ID and student name. Okay, so your string value should be given inside a double quotes, and here I was providing. Before it is taking a default value, now it is taking the value which I declared over here. So now run the main class. So now you can see the detail over here. So it is accessing the detail of ID, name and your salary. So this is the way why we are seeing this program. This is a program to implement a private modifier. So which is nothing but we are actually implementing a encapsulation. Okay, so clear everyone? Okay, fine. So let us coming to the point of abstraction. So abstraction is nothing but providing the required detail. Providing the required detail. That means unwanted detail is not given to the user. Okay, so how to implement? To implement abstraction, we are using abstract. To implement use, we are using abstract class or and method. Which method? Abstract method. Okay, okay, fine. So this way we are going to implement a abstraction. Here the one word is given here, encapsulation provide abstraction. So what do you mean by that, encapsulation provide abstraction? This is nothing but hide the internal view from external view. That means what? The internal functionality is hidden from the external part. The external part is like, let us take a remote example. So okay, so I'm just clicking the button on. On button is clicked. That means that TV or AC should be on. So that I know, if I click the on button, the AC should be on. But how it is happening? That means I know what should be happen, but I don't know how it is happening. So this is nothing but your abstraction. The how it is happening is hidden. That is nothing but your encapsulation. Okay, and what it is happening is nothing but my abstraction. So it just shows the functionality, but it is not providing a how it is happening, the detail of that functionality, why it is happening, how it is happening. This part is actually hidden from the user, external user. This is nothing. How part is hidden from user. That hidden part is nothing but your encapsulation. That hidden part is nothing but is encapsulation. Okay, so example, as I mentioned, please note it down. Encapsulation is your remote functionality, and your any other that features of any object. And outside view, that is nothing but the external view is nothing but that. Okay, external view, or you can say that interface is nothing but the abstraction. Okay, just shows the interface. Okay, but the functionality is hidden from the user. Okay, okay, fine. Sachin, are you clear with that? Animesh, okay, and Geeta, okay, fine. Okay, thank you for the reply. Okay, so let us moving to the how to implement abstraction. Okay, so I am going to create a new package. How to create a new package? Right click on source packages, new Java package. Here I was making, I am going to implement abstraction. So I was writing abstraction demo and just finish it. Okay, here right click on that new Java class, and here we are writing abstract demo. Okay, so or else you can see here I was going to show it with the animal. Okay, so in this animal class we are going to implement a part of it. Okay, so how we can implement abstraction? That means, as I mentioned, interface is actually shown to the user, but it doesn't know what is the functionality. Okay, so in this case how I can make my concept. Okay, so here let us consider any animal. In any animal they have a common behavior and common just that external view, and then they are having like that the body structure and everything, but some of the behavior is dependent to that particular animal. Okay, so that we are not able to give the functionality in this animal class. Like let us consider food habits. So food habits. Okay, so if you discuss about the food habits, this food habits, what I have to implement over here? Okay, so I'm not able to implement any here because every animal don't have a same food habits. They have some taking some different type of foods and then everything. Okay, so this is not possible to specifically say animals are having this foods. Okay, so in this case, what I'm going to do here, I only declare this method. That means I don't know what to do in this here. That means I don't know what to do in this animal class. I don't know what to do for what implementation I have to do with this food habits method. Okay, so but so if in Java, so you are not able to declare a method as it is and you keep as it is. It is saying, you see here missing method body, or it is saying declare abstract. Okay, so what you are going to do, I'm not going to do because I don't know what to do in this case. So what I did here, I made my method as, I take the second suggestion, which is nothing but I made my classes method as abstract. Now because of your method abstract, what you have to do, you have to make your class also as abstract. Okay, clear with this until this? Okay, so this way. And I have a one more thing. It's we can say it's any other method. Okay, so yeah, let us take this only. So void four legs. Okay, so there are four legged animal also, there are without legged animal also, but we are hearing as per our example, we are considering only the four legged animal only here. We are not taking any other one. Okay, just for a concept. Okay, here the four legs. Here I just need to say yes out, have four legged. Or else you can say four legged animal. You can say, just say it's four-legged animal. Okay, fine. So now let us moving to the another class we are declaring, which is going to use this method, and that this method is going to implement it. Okay, so now basically here hiddenly we are actually going to see about the inheritance. Okay, so now I'm going to take a class cat. Okay, the class cat, which is actually going to use the behavior of my animal, so it is going to inheriting or extending my animal abstract method. So if you declare this class with this help of this. Okay, okay, here what it is saying, cat is not abstract and does not override abstract method food habits in animal. So you are not supposed to make your cat classes abstract. You only need to do implement your food habits over here. So unless until you are not doing this food habits overriding here, it will ask you to either make your classes abstract or implement all the methods of your abstract class. Okay, this is the rule. Okay, whenever you are declaring an abstract class, okay, this abstract class is basically doing what? It is having some only the interface, like food habits is one of the type of interface, but it don't know and it doesn't want to give any functionality over here. But this functionality will be must be given in the child class, where that parent class is extended. Okay, so here in food habits, if you're talking about cat, so it is having fish. Okay, the have fish is nothing but my functionality. Okay, it is specific to this particular class. Okay, so here I don't know food habits is what, because it is dependent on the animal. So what I did, I made this method as abstract. Because of this method abstract, your classes also become abstract over here. Okay, fine. So here we see that override, and we saw about that food habits, everything is uh, discussed, and we will see further, we will see one by one. Okay, so here actually we are doing a inheritance. Okay, so let us talk about inheritance detailing, but I hope I show you the definition of the inheritance. Inheritance is deriving the behavior of another class, or you can say another, or your parent, or or else you can say the base class. Okay, so this is how we can derive. Now this animal is my base class. Okay, whereas my cat is a what? My cat is a child class. This child class is actually extending the behavior of my parent, which is the parent, or a base, which is the animal. Okay, so now this is happening. And now what about this four legs? It is having a four legs. Okay, so but I don't want to implement it over here, because I just need to say four-legged animal. So why we need to override? If you want to give any other extra functionality, in this case we will use the overriding, but here I just want to keep as it is, so I'm not overriding the four legs over here. But still, if you want to override this method, so right click on the any keep the cursor somewhere. Okay, and right click over here, insert code. So apart from abstract method, any other method, if you want to override, click on this and click over here and generate. So it will generate a four-legged animal also. Okay, fine. So let us coming to the main. Okay, I have a class main. Okay, so here I am declaring a main method. Here I am going to create an object of my cat. So here cat c is equal to new. As I mentioned, here we are actually creating a constructor. This is created by your, this constructor is invoked by the JVM. Okay, to allocate the memory of your member variables. Here c dot food habits, it is possible, and just we will see c dot four legs, it is also given. So no need to, because the same implementation if you are going to do, so no need to override it in the child class. If you want to change the functionality, so in this case you have to override the method. Okay, right click on that and run file, and you can see it is giving a method. Okay, so but now what is, how I can do it with the animal? I want to create a, this one case is what, simply we are declaring a object of a child object created. So now it is proved that child object created and parent method is accessed because of inheritance. Okay, but now, so let us create a object of animal, parent object created, animal a is equal to new by, so it's an abstract class. So for the abstract class, the first point we have to do, abstract class cannot be instantiated. So here what I was going to do, so it's new cat, and here now you can see the same method is, we are able to see that. Okay, is there any changes in the output? There is no changes, because I didn't change anything. Now I'm able to use the food habits also for legs. This food habit is printing something. Yes, of course it will print have fish and have animal. Okay, that means the way I did in the very beginning and the way I did over here, both are same only. Okay, fine. So in this way we have to implement a abstract class and abstract method. Till now everyone clear with this concept? Okay, okay, fine. Am I able to see your chat over here? Okay, fine. Yes. Okay, let us coming to the another part, which is the inheritance. So while implementing abstraction also we talk about inheritance, right? Deriving the behavior of another, deriving the behavior of parent or a base class. Okay, here why I need inheritance. Okay, so inheritance is nothing but the extending the behavior of basic class, extending the behavior of base class. We use inheritance. We use inheritance. Okay, so now um, what are the types of inheritance? So far now we'll see that why, what is inheritance and why we need inheritance, and what are the types of inheritance. We have actually four types of inheritance. Number one is single inheritance. Number two is multi-level inheritance. Number three, it's hierarchical inheritance. And number four is nothing but your multiple inheritance. Okay, yeah, actually multiple inheritance is not supported in Java. Fine, because but we will see what is multiple inheritance and let us moving to the point why it is not supporting and everything. Okay, yes, yes, Sachin, we will do that. Yeah, fine. So single inheritance. So what is single inheritance? It is nothing but one parent and one child. So the example which we saw in abstract class, which is actually a what type of inheritance we saw here. It's actually animal class and cat. Cat is extending animal. This is actually what type of inheritance? It is single inheritance. Fine. Okay, that is one parent, one child. And next point is multi-level inheritance. Okay, it's one parent. It's like parent, child. Here child become parent. Here child is becoming parent and this child is having a another child. Okay, this is nothing but the becomes child become parent. Okay, so for identification we make this as child 1 and this as child 2. Child 1 become parent and it is inherited by child 2. Okay, and next is your hierarchical inheritance. That means one parent more than one child. More than one child. Okay, and next is multiple inheritance. In multiple inheritance there is two parents, sorry, or else we can say it's having more than one parent accessed by only one child. One child is actually accessing more than one parent. So these are the types of inheritance we are having. It's one parent, one child is single, which we saw the example of animal and carrot. And here that means yes, animal. I'm writing down like this, so it will be clear for you. Its animal is actually, you are supposed to write like this, animal. Cat is actually extending a animal. Okay, and if you're talking about multi-level inheritance, I can say the types. Okay, what you can say, any types. Okay, let us take a pen. In the pen there is a types of pens we are having. Pen is uh, marker pen also, and pen may be a gel pen also. Okay, and if you're talking about hierarchical, okay, fine. So here what is happening, this gel pen is actually extending a marker pen, or you can say, so you can take this example as a hierarchical. And here the same example, let us make pen, marker, okay, marker pen, and this marker pen is extending by permanent marker. Okay, and multiple inheritance is nothing but mother and father, and we can have say one child. This child having a behavior of mother and father. Okay, and this is how we can understand, and we can implement a inheritance over here. Okay, fine. So let us see one single example here. Okay, and let us take a new package, and here we will implement a inheritance demo. The types of inheritance we will see, and right click new Java class. So single inheritance. Okay, the main method as it is, and here I was going to create a class shape. Okay, so in this class shape, so I have a member int sites. Okay, sites, and I can declare whenever I need in the child also. So I made it as a private. So if you want to access outside it, just make it as a protected. In the child, if you want to access, just make it as a protected, because protected modifier is accessing, provide access in the child itself. Okay, and let us take class. Okay, and I'm taking a square, which square is actually extending which class, my shape, which is the parent, because square is also a shape. Okay, and now how I can use this. Okay, here I want to declare a method void area. Here I simply declared this method, but I am going to use this method in my child over here. That means actual implementation is over here. So here if I was declaring, it simply say calculate area, that's it. But it doesn't have any formulas or something. But in square, if you specifically say the shape square, so here I can implement something. So how to implement that? Right click, insert code, override method, and here can declare this, tick this and generate. Now my area method is overridden. Now through this overridden, what we can do? We can do the calculation. Okay, what is the square? It's area into area. Okay, so actually it's like that. Just declare a, I can use a variable of my super dot, I can see sites is equal to 4, and here we can simply calculate sites into sites. Okay, so here before that it will print. Okay, so now I can get this. So this is what type of inheritance? This is single inheritance, one parent, one child. So if I run this, before running this I need to create an object of this. So then just create an object of what? I can create an object of square. Square is equal to new square semicolon s dot, just click area. So no need to give the value of sites, it's given. So just if you run this file, it will provide square is 16. Okay, area of square is 16. Okay, So this is how we can implement a single inheritance. Okay, and let us take a multi-level inheritance. Okay, the same example we will see, but I'm creating a new Java class. Okay, for the multi-level. Okay, so let us make a calculator class. It's calculator. Okay, this is calculator, so it has a method void calculate. So we almost know the abstract. So what I'm planning to do, I made my class also abstract and the calculate method also as abstract. Okay, fine. So then now, fine, let us create a class basic calculator which extends my calculator abstract class. So here, as I mentioned before, abstract, if you are extending your abstract class, you have to implement all abstract method either, or you have to make your current class also as abstract. So I am taking a first suggestion here, calculate, because I am going to give the functionality of this. Okay, calculate means what? Calculate what you are going to calculate. Okay, so we are going to calculate two numbers. Okay, so before using the two number, first declare the two number in num1, num2. So here we are simply writing s out num1 plus num2 also. That means calculate means every type of calculation. So what I did, so num1 minus num2, and here I was doing num1 into num2, all type of calculation I was doing. That means calculate, I mentioned the word, I'm not specifying it's going to add or it's going to divide. Okay, so this is the way. Okay, so let us first consider the value of number 1 and number 2. Okay, it's 50 and here I was giving 40. Okay, fine. So let us create an object of this. Okay, so here it's not, it's again a single level inheritance. Here what I was going to do, let me do, okay fine, let it be. And here we are going to do class advanced calculator. This advanced calculator is extending my basic calculator. Understand this, everyone? Yes, Priyanka. Okay, okay, yes, it's like this child is becoming a parent now. So now here you can see, consider calculator as a parent. Okay, and this calculator is extended by basic calculator. Okay, so let me show you over here only. So this calculator is extended by your basic calculator. Now this basic calculator become a parent of your advanced calculator. This is way. And now here it's up to you to implement the method. So here I was implementing, overriding the method of your calculate to call that. So super dot calculate, that means it will do addition, subtraction also. Additionally, what else it will do? If you're talking about advanced calculator, it will calculate the pi value also, right? So let us write down calculate pi, or you can say the pi value is so plus. Okay, so here you can for doing that, we can import one class, import java dot math dot, let it be, I put star here. So now let me write down math dot, can I have, okay, let me consider pi. Okay, hmm. It's math dot Okay, so math dot, yes, I got the pi, so no need to do that. So just math dot star we can do, and math dot pi. So this calculation I'm getting the value of the addition functionality I'm doing. So now I'm creating an object of advanced calculator, not your basic calculator, because your advanced calculator have the behavior of basic calculator. Basic calculator have the behavior of my calculator. Okay, advanced calculator AC is equal to new advanced calculator and AC dot, okay, AC dot, what you have to do, AC dot, it's not showing that, okay, because you didn't declare a main method, so that's why it is not showing the access. Okay, so first declare a main method. Everything accessing, declaring I can do outside the methods, but for accessing anything I have to declare inside a method only, or inside any block. So here AC dot I can write calculate. So now if I run this program, for addition, for subtraction, for multiplication, for division, and finally your advanced calculator is providing the pi value also. Okay, clear with this? Okay, so I hope, let us stop our lecture today over here. Okay, I hope till now we see the concept of encapsulation, and we see the concept of abstraction, and we see the concept of inheritance. Okay, so the inheritance is the same way we can do it with the hierarchical also. For any types we can show, like shape means square, rectangle is the shape, and the shape is you can do it for hierarchical, and multiple inheritance we are not supposed to implement. Okay, so let us find out the final point, why the multiple inheritance is not supported. That means if one child can have more parents, that means here it creates an ambiguity problem of which should which feature should be accessed. Okay, so to avoid that ambiguity of accessing, to avoid the ambiguity, so we avoid using yeah, sorry, we use, to avoid this ambiguity we use interface to do that. Okay, so let us see interface later, but to reach or achieve the behavior of multiple inheritance, multiple inheritance, we use interface. Okay, so that means it supports multiple inheritance. Java supports multiple inheritance based on, I'm writing mi here. Java supports multiple inheritance with the help of interface. Okay, so let us see about it later. So these are the concepts of inheritance. Okay, so yeah, so let us take the backup of everything. So today we will see that encapsulation and abstraction and polymorphism inheritance, and we discuss something about a class and object. Object is nothing but a blueprint of a class, or blueprint class is a blueprint of an object. One class can have many objects. Okay, so the class is nothing but the model. Okay, through that model we can create n numbers of objects. Let us take a cycle. Cycle is a model. Based on the model of the cycle we create n numbers of cycles, okay, with the spare parts and then everything. So these are the some examples, and whenever you are explaining about any object oriented concept, you have to be give that examples over there. Okay, real world examples, and you have to see the technical part, like how I have to implement, and everything. Like we saw that private modifier to implement encapsulation, abstract class and abstract method to implement abstraction, and inheritance we are using that, this part single inheritance, but here we are extending the behavior of that. Okay, so here we are using which keyword, extends. Okay, or you can say implements keyword to implement a inheritance. Okay, so these are the parts we saw today. Okay, so let us complete our stop our class over here, and thank you for the patience. Thank you.